About to blow your mind, revealing secrets today, friends. Top 5 tips for empowerment for the female entrepreneur. Stay to the very end for the most controversial tip yet. I didn't know these sooner, but now you will. Building a dream business takes guts and courage, but sometimes that fire needs a little stoking. Worry not, because I've got you. These 5 top tips, which you probably have never even heard of, are going to help keep you slaying your goals and absolutely crushing those plans. So grab your notebook, your favorite beverage, and we are going to get right into this. So we all can relate to this one. We've probably all have heard it. What is the biggest thing that a new entrepreneur often hears? To know your why. This is absolutely not the right approach, not for everybody. And here's why. This mindset or thought process can immediately be defeating for most new entrepreneurs, because it's intimidating to know your why. And if you don't know or figure out what your why is, it can stop you in your tracks before you even get started. Something empowering that I have found out instead is that if you know your how or your where, those little stepping stones can eventually lead to knowing your why. Knowing your why is very important, but if you don't know it right off the bat, do not let that be a defeating setback for you. Reframe setbacks as stepping stones and watch your resilience soar. On to common myth number 2, and that is that something must be time bound. Oh my gosh, that can stress someone out so fast. So here's what we do instead. If the element of time causes added stress or anxiety, use a different element. For tip number 2, I love to encourage the use of habit stacking here. This is a great opportunity where you can continue to achieve your goals and take those milestones. Essentially, what you are doing is you are pairing a new goal, i.e. your business venture, to a subject or action. And therefore, it does not stir up as much stress or anxiety. And as a reminder, don't wait for the big wins to celebrate yourself. Celebrating the small wins keeps you motivated, it boosts your confidence, and reminds you of how far you've come. Plus, it's just plain fun. So take yourself out for coffee, do a victory dance, celebrate those milestones. On to myth number 3. This one hits us pretty deep and pretty directly because it has to do with negative beliefs as a businesswoman. So while the cultural stigmas are something that is not within our control, what is within our control is the negative self-talk that we personally put on ourselves. So one main tool that we can use to combat this is implementing and prioritizing self-care. I cannot stress this enough. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And it is something that should be prioritized within your lifestyle and within your day. If learning more about self-care tips is of interest to you, just hit the subscribe button, post a comment, and I will make sure to create a video for you all. We are down to our final 2, friends, so on to common myth number 4. Number 4 is going to be short, sweet, and to the point because we have all experienced this. I know I have. The belief that everything has to be perfectly aligned before you even begin. I have been guilty of this one, friends, and the simplest thing to say is just begin. Don't overcomplicate it. That's easy to do, though. Quick shout out to all of you if you have made it this far into the video. Now we are here at the most unpopular common myth that we hear. But once you hear the tip for what to do instead, it might not seem that out there. So this myth is the belief that you already need to have a full support system to be successful in your business venture. My friends, I'm here to tell you that is not the truth. Here's why this is not the right approach. 4 simple words. The power of one. It might sound cheesy, but it's powerful. It truly does begin with you. It begins with you. You who is watching this video right now, you who has the spark in your heart and the belief in yourself that cultivated this dream of you becoming a female entrepreneur. So why don't we play out this dream, shall we? It wasn't you having a huge support system that allowed and instilled this dream within you. It began with you, and therefore it is up to you to see this through. So remember, now you have the power to bust the top 5 common myths and allow yourself the freedom to soar into this new business venture. But I hope you were paying attention. In the very beginning, I showed this screen, and you were probably wondering how this tied into the video. The large crystal represents a mountain before you, and on the one side is you, and on the other side is your destination. Remember, you do not have to figure out why you are on the mountain. Do not let any negative or limiting beliefs of how big the mountain is and how sharp the rocks are stand in your way. Maybe you know how to get there and where you want to be, but in the end, it always comes back to you, the power of one.